Good morning and good afternoon, Spouse Sports fam. I am Jessica, and I am here with Leslie Coffey, who is the Director of Military Spouse and Family Engagement with Vets2Industry. You may have heard about them. We did an event together earlier this month on the 7th. That was a focus event for our military spouses, essentially. I would say it was a wonderful time. We had FEMA as one of the sponsor events, us Boost Our Families as well, and it was great. So, Leslie, thank you so much for being here, and I cannot wait to get in detail about what Vets to Industry is about.
You bet. Thanks for the opportunity. I love this. Love what you're doing. You all are doing awesome things, a lot of momentum. So I just appreciate the opportunity. Vets to Industry, what we are a resource library in our foundation. And when you're out here in this space, you hear so many different organizations, and there's so much noise, and it's hard to tell who is who and who are the best players in the game or who are the genuine players in the game. And what we've done with our team, we're a team of all volunteers. We went through and vetted all free resources for our community. So if they're on vets2industry.com, then they have been vetted and they are free. And it's a benefit specifically for military connected, military affiliated community. So our free resource library, it is available for active duty, guard, reserves, Gold Star families, caregivers, spouses, dependent kids. We bring up all the resources just for you all. And we also, aside from that, our mission is providing knowledge, connections, opportunity, and most importantly, hope.
I absolutely love that. I was a fan in the beginning, definitely connected with Brian, and I cannot remember the first event that I attended, but I make sure to be in the audience as well as ensuring that I support our organization and sharing what Boost Our Families does, as well as introducing any of our Boost Our Families over to V2I to get connected. It's such a wonderful opportunity to be a part of, and you guys offer a lot. Um, in regards to the resource library, what is it in depth? Um,
So we have over 1,200 different resources that we've vetted, and I've personally uploaded almost 200 scholarships for our community, and I have another 150 to upload myself that I've gone through and
wow.
so all scholarships might be for dependent children, mil spouses, or transitioning service members, veterans. But we don't stop there. We have different categories like animals. Some may need that partner, that animal, that to go through life with them. We have categories for athletics. We have categories for business license. We have categories for children's services. And remember, everything that we put on here is free and is a benefit. We have disability support, caregiver support. We have education. Of course, employment opportunities. There's even a job board on there, as well as prep. So, for example, Boost Our Families can help with preparation. You've got Spouse Force doing amazing things in mil-spouse employment space. And so Boost Our Families and the definition and everything about Boost Our Families is on our website. It speaks on how they can prep and the employment opportunities. We also have legal resources. We have medical, housing, financial, religious retreats. You hear sometimes of veteran retreats or maybe even mil-spouse retreats. We have those on our website, mental health resources, and even some that are women specific. So a ton of different categories, and you can even search specifically by state. So for example, if you're in Georgia, you can do the drop down menu for Georgia, and it can talk about all the different resources that are specific to Georgia or nationwide. So
I
that's how
absolutely,
we do
yeah,
it.
I love it. I love the resources. I love that you are able to search by state because some of our families will move, in a couple of months or so. And if you are, for myself, if I'm currently in Florida and, well, hypothetically, in Florida, I need to move to Texas, I still be able to look at resources that support in the Texas area. So that's quite phenomenal about that. And there's, I mentioned in the beginning about the networking events. So how I found out about V2I from LinkedIn, it was regarding the networking opportunity. So can we tell our viewers, Spouse Force fam, about that opportunity?
Yes. So part of what we do besides our foundation being a resource library, we're all about engagement. And honestly, we saw a need there. We were going to have, so the backstory on all of this is we were going to have a LinkedIn local in Low Country. We're going to call it LinkedIn Low Country in the Savannah, Georgia area for a few different states. March 19th. March 16th is when everything shut down. And so, we had put a lot of work into that, and we were really frustrated that we were going to be limited. And instead, we saw a need and that we still needed this connectivity. We still needed this community. We still needed to build networks and get to know each other. And so we came up with and found out that Zoom holds 500 people at a time. And so we came up with a networking event. The networking events are something that you've never experienced before. We're about to have our 12th networking event on December 5th. The military spouses are always welcome. And we just completed our first ever military spouse specific networking event at the beginning of the month. But how they work, typically we have a keynote speaker that offers some incredible knowledge and insight. And then we share resources and recruiters. We actually front load our events. The first 75 to 100 people that we have register are always recruiters prior to opening it up to the general public, because we love to get people in the room with recruiters, those looking for opportunities. And then we do what's called circuits or breakout sessions, where you can imagine 500 people being broken down into rooms of just 10, between 8 to 10 people. And you have 25 minutes to get to know each other, share resources, share opportunities. Recruiter can really get to know you one-on-one in there. And those last for 25 minutes, and then they rotate. And for me, it always feels like Easter morning or Christmas morning, because you're just watching your screen buffering while you're going to your room, and then boom, 8 to 10 faces pop up. You may know some of them, you may not know any of them, but it's a great way to expand your network of people all across the country.
I love how you said that it's like a special day, like when you're waiting to find out who's in your room. Um, it's truly phenomenal. I love what Brian has done. I love what the organization has really drawn in to support and connect our military community. And, that's important. One of the biggest things that I've heard is in the component, whether you're transitioning or whether you're starting to break into an opportunity for employment or just want to connect, is networking. And that's something that you guys absolutely do amazing. And it really shows. And I love that we are able to talk about what you do specifically, because a lot of people may get intimidated, especially for military spouses. They
Mm-hmm.
see vets,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of blinder, like, okay, I'm not interested. And that's why I said, let's connect, let's talk about the military spouse specific and how we are able to attend these events and still be included, still get connections, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Yeah, actually, we had 282 register for our military spouse specific event, and so many attended. They walked away with scholarships. They walked away with a suit. Some of them. They walked away with a Facebook portal and Chromebooks and gift cards and FlexJob memberships. All these things, but more importantly, they walked away with an experience. And guess what? They came back the next week, even though it wasn't military spouse specific event. They understood how it went, and how welcoming we are, and the opportunities. And actually, we even had a spouse hired within 3 days of of that MilSpouse event. So that I think that's some kind of record. We get people hired all the time, and definitely interviews are set up. But in 3 days to actually have the offer letter in hand, that was a great success story. So MilSpouses came the next week too, which makes my heart so happy. And so our next event is December 5th, and then we'll have another military spouse specific event looking in Q1. We're juggling some dates right now to figure that out and nail that down, but we're looking at least to do a quarterly mil spouse, but if the demand is there, we can increase it.
Oh, I absolutely love that. That's going to be quite an amazing opportunity, especially for our military spouses. So, if you have not already, and I will do this after, but ensuring that I've put in what Vets2Industry is about, sharing the organization, and also ensuring that I share the flyer for next month's event for December 5th. Leslie, I do appreciate the time that you've taken out to discuss what B2I is about and encouraging our military spouses specifically to attend these events as well, because they are truly something different that they have.
It's different because there's engagement. It's not, you're not just listening to a bunch of speakers. You're actually in there building relationships, building trust, and it's a very safe space to just be yourself. One thing else that I'd really like to mention is that we also offer support. When I say that we have access to medical, housing, financial, we have helped people we've helped people secure a place to live. We've helped people pay the rent. We've helped people get groceries. We've helped people in all sorts of ways. So if you find that these are really trying times, if you or your family is really struggling right now, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can actually email us at support@vets2industry.com, and we work really hard, whether it's getting donations or getting you directly to that state resource, no longer going through the website and applying online. We have a point of contact because as we're vetting all these resources, we have a direct point of contact with them. That's how they come on our website because they have been vetted. We know the success from them. So if you need anything, please don't feel like you're in it alone. You're never alone. Support@vetsindustry.com. We are all volunteers and we want to help make this community better.
Thank you so much, Leslie. And that's truly important, making the community better and paying it forward essentially as well, and supporting and helping others. So, everyone, I will ensure that I post the link to Vets2Industry as well as their event for December 5th that's coming up. And then, stay tuned for the military spouse focus event next year, 2021. Leslie, thank you so much for this opportunity again. I appreciate you taking the time out. Until then, everyone, please make sure that you have an amazing day. If you have any questions, don't forget to reach out to us, and we will see you soon. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.